like a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You know pretend. You know the lie. You know be gang. You know what's up?
Crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in the ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Petty don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey, sleeping in, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo notes are I am not a passer. I will not be after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The LSU man Leonard Fournette, born right here in New takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Dances by him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The Saints at 500 hit 6 and 6. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Winston to Thomas, and it's a New Orleans first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, these 2 teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Winston on 4th down. The pass caught by Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 4. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. A nice little juke. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 41 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. We're scoreless after 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And some space here. There's the stiff arm. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Cooks will come in motion right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now back to throw. And break. The tight end's got it. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Jameis to throw it. Over the middle here to Wilson.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On second down, Kamara.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. The slot man in motion right. Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Thomas will come in motion right. Kamara up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Logan Hall is there for the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Jameis on second down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Winston. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Now Winston. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 4. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston, and he slings one that's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
They'll get this down to the 38.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The throw for Tony is intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the
a Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Saints have taken the lead here this third quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just... you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
is not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw.
Open man right side is Tony. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Winston. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Third and long for Winston.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, We saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The big fella! He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tail.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Paulson to Debo up to make the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Winston to throw. Pass complete, Thomas. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Here's Winston. Wilson's got it complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Buccaneers' 25-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson.
Biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad, well, I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the giddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, ain't stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a stick that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only care about what the pay teller say. Urge you wanna be. Don't